other places, other colleges, it's always fantastic, and your energy level really goes very high. And because you guys every time bring in some kind of a learning or some kind of a, some new things is what we learn from the young minds. But before going into the topic, I request you guys to please switch on your cameras if possible. This is the new normal, so this is the first word which everyone uses before going into a session. But I know what is the result going to be. How many of you are going to switch on your camera, because we are seeing this every day. But if possible, do switch on your camera, because when your cameras are on and your faces are there on screen, we really our energy level really goes up. And if the cameras are off, sometimes we even forget what we want to communicate. So it's always good if you keep your cameras on. Let's have a interesting interactive session, and something which is very, very important for each and everyone. Okay, so the topic is personality development and interview techniques. It is not only going to benefit you during your interview process, because I'm sure all of you must have completed your graduation, right? Yeah, you can put it in your chat box, or you can raise your hands. You can unmute and say, yeah, Arun, you want to say something? Yeah, Arun. Yes, you've completed graduation. All of you have completed, or you are in your final years? Yeah. Arun K, ongoing. Okay, fine. So it's for you, it's for me, it's for Sharif, it's for everyone, right? Right now, looking at this monitor itself, I can analyze. I can understand what kind of people, what kind of, seeing your names also, I think one person was there, I think he changed his name, no, Android. Okay, so I will be coming to that later on. So you have kept your name as Android, right? So so what are the so I from that itself, your personality we can analyze. Or for example, if I me and Sharif, I think almost at 6:45 we logged in, Sharif, right? Yeah. So from that itself, it is understood that what kind of personalities we are. We want to be, very, very punctual. We want to don't waste our time, and we don't want any errors to happen for during our session. So we are, well prepared before. That shows what kind of personalities we are, right? So I understood very clearly couple of interactions with Sharif itself. I like being punctual, being systematic. Everything what you do is your personality. It is reflected. Everything what you do, the way you behave, the way you listen to others. How many I think I can see only one camera on. That too, you have not put your name. So and yeah, a few other cameras coming up. So from that also we can understand, what kind of personality you are. So we will deeply be going into it. So give me a few minutes time to share screen with you. I hope I am audible and clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you already have all the resources you need within you. Okay, so what do you understand by personality? What do you understand by personality? Yeah, anyone? What according to you is personality? You can write your answers in chat box. When we നമ്മൾ പറയാറില്ലേ നല്ല പേഴ്സണാലിറ്റിയാ, അതെന്താണ് നല്ല പേഴ്സണാലിറ്റി? എനി ഐഡിയ? നമ്മൾ പറയാറില്ലേ ഓ നല്ല പേഴ്സണാലിറ്റിയാ. ആരെങ്കിലും കാണുമ്പോ ഫസ്റ്റ് തിങ് നമ്മൾ പറയുന്നത് നല്ല പേഴ്സണാലിറ്റിയാ അല്ലെ, പറയാറില്ലേ? സോ അതെന്താണ്?
ഗുഡ് ലുക്കിംഗ്.
Yeah, Amrita.
Ma'am, good looking.
Okay, only good looking is personality? Good looking is one part of personality.
His or her behavior must be good.
Okay. What else?
Yes, good communication we should need.
Okay. Okay, good, Amrita. Anyone else?
Thank you.
Anyone else? Thank you, Amrita. Anyone else?
There are some comments in the chat.
Okay, I am not able to see. Just a minute, I'll just go ahead. Something with which people judge us, attitude towards everything. Yes, absolutely right. So, you know, how you talk, how you listen, how you make decisions. Okay, how you make decisions, how you interact with others. All this is part of your personality. And very important thing is listening. You know, somebody is talking and you're just ignoring that person. Then again, you know, that reflects your personality. So all these things are, yeah, Chiku. You want to say something? Chiku disappeared. Just a minute. I'm not able to.
I think by mistake she may.
Okay. The screen is not moving. 1 second. Let me. Yeah. So a sum total of the way in which an individual reacts and interacts with others. That's what is personality. You know, everything what you do, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you sit, everything reflects your personality. Okay. So personality determinants, there are various personality determinants, that is hereditary, environment, situation. So what all we get from hereditary? എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് നമുക്ക് ഫാമിലിയിൽ നിന്ന് കിട്ടുന്നത് നമ്മുടെ പേഴ്സണാലിറ്റിയിൽ? യെസ്, എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് ഡിറ്റർമിനന്റ്സ് ഓഫ് പേഴ്സണാലിറ്റി ഹെറിഡിറ്ററി? What Amrita told, your looks, right? Certain values, certain certain jargons which you get from your family, and certain things which environment adds. Environment means, what do we mean by environment? What do we mean by environment? The place where you are staying, the school from where you are graduating, the college from where you are graduating, who are your friends, right? All this adds on to your personality, right? That is the what environment contributes to your personality, isn't it? Yeah, am I clear? Am I clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. And then certain situations, you know, certain situations bring in certain traits in us, certain traits which we sometimes we also don't know that we have, and due to certain situations it you know, we start showcasing that particular trait, and then we understand that okay, this means we for example, you know, your friend circle adds on a lot to you know, these things, and also certain situations, you know, wherein you the way you act, the way you take a decision, okay, sometimes, you know, showcases a leadership quality in you, and which actually situation brings in, which you were never aware that this is there in you. Okay, yeah, fine. So then the certain characteristics, age, gender, marital status, number of dependents, tenure, all these personal characteristics also is the biographical characteristics of personality determinants. Then we have personality traits. So we have many tests to, understand and to understand personality. So this test is MBTI. 16 primary traits are there. Then Big Five model. So these are some of the popular psychometric testing which we use in order to understand, behavior, personality of individuals. This when this testing is done, it is very, very clear to us that what kind of a person you are. Okay, so this test actually we use in our college. As you know that I am from ITM Business School, Navi Mumbai, Kharghar. So we use this, test as a part of our curriculum, as a part of our organizational behavior chapter. Personality, we use Big Five model in order to understand various personality traits of our students, and accordingly we guide them. We tell them that if you are chosen marketing as in your MBA, then what are the traits you need to improve? What are the traits, you need to reduce? Or for example, if you have taken finance as your specialization, then what are the traits which you should have? So according to the, or for example, if it is operations or HR, whatever it is, with this Big Five model test, it's very easy to identify these traits and what is suitable for individuals. So this is something which we keep using year after year for our students, and we guide them accordingly, and they really, benefit from these tests. And this test also helps them to understand psychometric testing, because psychometric testing is something which is very, very important in today's organizations. Because sometimes what happens is you may be very good. Okay, for example, Karthikeyan is fantastic in his studies. He's very good in his studies. He scored very good marks, and he appeared for an interview for a company, and interview went off very well, but still Karthikeyan is not selected for the position. So what's the reason for not being selected? Karthikeyan, instead, the reason being the fitment. So today's organizations use these personality testing tools in order to understand the fitment of the employee whom they are going to recruit. Okay, so fitment is something very important. If you're not fit for any organization, you will not stay there for a longer period of time. And you leave the organization. Otherwise, if fitment is absolutely, fitting to culture and the value system of the organization, then you will stay there for a longer period of time. And every organization want their employees to stay longer with them, right? So that's why we use this test, these kind of tests for our students. So we have various tests, which we use for our students and to help them to appear for psychometric testing during their interview process. So as you all know, all of you are MBA aspirants. So this is something which is important right now, because all of you have your respective colleges in your mind, and later on, once you join MBA course, you will have, you will have to get into different companies. For that also it is required. Okay, am I clear till now? Yeah, students, am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the 16 primary traits are reserved, outgoing, less intelligent, more intelligent, affected by feelings, emotionally stable, right? Affected by feelings, some people just get upset with small things, right? And some people are emotionally stable, means people who don't get affected by anything. They know that what they are and what is wrong and right. So if you are right, then there is nothing to worry, and but still, people are there who get, affected by feelings. Then submissive, dominant. What do you mean by dominant? There are people who don't allow others to talk, right? You must have seen such classmates also. Right? Yeah? Isn't it? ശരിയല്ലേ പറഞ്ഞത്? Submissive? എല്ലാം അറിയാം പക്ഷെ പറയില്ല. അല്ലേ? Then serious versus happy-go-lucky. Then you have conscientiousness, expedient, timid, venturesome, tough mind versus sensitive mind. Then you have trusting versus suspicious. It's not easy to trust someone, So there are people, who are suspicious about everything, each and everything. They're suspicious about their surroundings. They don't trust anyone. So that's something, a part of your personality that is making you do that. It's not your fault. It's your personality which is, not allowing you to trust anyone. Then practical and imaginative, right? And then then you have self-assured, conservative. Then there are people who are experimenting. They love experimenting with each and everything. They are just going around and doing things what they want, right? And they just love doing that. Group dependent, self-sufficient, uncontrolled, controlled, relaxed versus tense, right? These things are there in each one of us. How we manage these things showcases our personality. Am I clear till now? Any questions? Am I clear? Any questions undo? Ade mumbottu potte.
Ma'am, some little net issues, I think so.
Okay. So in
net issues are clear.
My voice is not clear. Is there any problem with my voice, Shari?
No, it's clear now.
It's clear? So
Yeah.
should I switch off my camera when I'm presenting? I'll do that. Is it?
Now it's clear.
It's clear? Okay, fine. So then we have Big Five model. As I told you, this Big Five model we use in our classrooms also to test our students. So extroversion means people who are sociable, talkative, assertive. What is the opposite of extroversion? Introvert, right? People who just, their entire energy is drained out when they see crowd. Then we have ambivert. Who are ambivert? People who, suppose for example, Lindsay is a sales and marketing person, but she's, she's not a extrovert person, but she is an ambivert person. Then what is Lindsay? Lindsay is not an outgoing person, but for sales purpose, she's ready to talk to each and everyone. She's getting her targets done. No, she's able to. She's not introvert. She's ambivert. Okay, so that's doing her work, talking to people, but she's not. She does not believe in socializing with people. Then agreeableness is a trait wherein you are a very good-natured person, very trusting person. People tell you, people can just, rely on you. You are ready to help people. So, and conscientiousness is very, very responsible, achievement-oriented, very disciplined, and, very systematic people. And then emotional stability also has two variants. People who are having emotional stability at high level, they mostly have a lot of anxiety. Okay, so a lot of anxiety, and they are not satisfied with anything. job, like they keep changing their jobs because they are not happy with their job. Job satisfaction is very less among them. They don't know actually what to do, and every time they are very, very anxious. So emotional stability, if it is high, okay, and if it is on lower side means you are a stable person, calm and calm person, and high, you tend to since anxiety is there, you become nervous, you become depressed, and you feel very insecure. So these are the things which you need to avoid, during an interview process, during your studies. So all this is part of your personality. And once you understand your personality, it is easy for you to manage things. It is not that, you cannot change these things. Certain traits are there in your personality, yes, definitely, which you cannot change, because that you got from your family, that is value system, that is your looks, right? And the way you talk. But certain things are there, definitely you can work on it and you can change it. So then openness to experience is a trait wherein you are very, very imaginative and very artistic, very intellectual, and always trying to improve yourself by reading. And if you are at a very good positions, you are able to make good effective decisions for your organization or for yourself. So good leaders, great leaders have the combination of all this big five model at place. That's why they are the great leaders. Okay, yeah, till now it's clear. Till now it's clear. Then then certain personality attributes are there. Certain personality attributes are there, like locus of control means you are always blaming others for whatever is happening to you. Okay, you are always blaming external factors. You are not looking at yourself, what you are doing. Right now, you all are planning for your MBA, right? You want to go for your higher education. So what actually you are doing for yourself? Are you preparing for yourself, right? Most of the time we blame others, we blame the external environment. COVID right? Isn't it? But COVID കാരണം നമുക്ക് എന്തെല്ലാം opportunity കിട്ടി വീട്ടിലിരുന്ന് പഠിക്കാനായിട്ട്, right? To do so many certification courses because everything was online and available, isn't it? The things which you never did before, you are doing right now. I am addressing you from Mumbai, which we never thought before COVID, right? So it's easy to always blame the external factors. Shirile, right? Each one of us do that. We never look at ourselves. I tell my students, you don't prepare well, you don't appear for interviews well, and you just blame that, oh, the company, the college is bringing, or whatever it is, the company was not good, or whatever it is. Okay, so it's very easy. So that is called, locus of control. Always take onus on yourself. If you bring that to your personality, definitely your personality is going to improve. Try this. Okay, stop blaming others, stop blaming your parents, stop blaming your siblings, stop blaming COVID. Nowadays, people are just blaming COVID for everything. Stop doing that and start focusing on yourself. If you start doing that, you will see the change. You will see the fantastic change in you. Okay, yeah? Am I clear? Yeah. So then there is again a very, there's a personality trait called Machiavellianism, manipulating things, manipulating people for one's own benefit. That is also a personality trait. Okay. And then self-esteem and risk-taking abilities are also, some people, if you look at the leaders, if you look at very successful leaders, they definitely, they have that risk taking ability, and it's part of their personality. If you just compare some business leaders, since all of you are planning to do your MBA business management, so it's very important that you start reading, start talking about such business leaders. It will be easy for you to analyze. Okay, because if you look at Ratan Tata, immediately what comes into your mind? What comes into your mind? You look at Narayana Murthy, what comes into your mind? Yeah, what comes?
He is a hardworking person, ma'am, to achieve his goal.
Yeah, hardworking, humble, right? What is required at that level? Level 5 of leadership is humility. That is clearly visible in both these leaders, right? And and if you look at Mukesh Ambani, one of the very hardworking person, right? And if you look at Vijay Mallya, right? So it's easy to understand the various traits, and various traits is understanding various traits helps you to make changes in yourself. That's why we do personality profiling of certain leaders for our students during this course. Okay, when we teach personality to our students, we do personality profiling. Okay, which really helps the students to understand, okay, these are the traits of this leader. Okay, last time we did for Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, so it really helps you, to analyze. So these are the things which you can actually do at any time. You can do, before going into your MBA. Right now you are planning for your MBA, but these things will help you to sit through your interview processes also in different colleges, because this will help your knowledge, and this will help you during your interview processes. And then type A personality, people who must have seen people who are always moving, walking, eating, and doing, they are so obsessed with their work that they finish their if some work is given to such personalities, and we tell them to finish it within a week, they will complete it within 3 days and come back. That kind of personalities. Okay, and that is good, but sometimes that adds on stress and anxiety to that individual, because he or she cannot be without work. That kind of individuals. Type B personality, very relaxed, very chilled. Okay, I have 1 week's time. I'll do, if I have to submit some project on Monday, I'll complete it by Sunday night, 1:30, 2:30, right? So those kind of individuals who are very relaxed, very calm. So whatever we do, whatever we behave, whatever, everything, our personality is reflected, right? Each and everything, your personality is reflected. So, so you can see a chart here. So character traits, behavioral traits, attitude change, integrity, interpersonal skill, positive attitude, acceptance, communication skill, discipline, leadership quality, win-win situation, keep the end in mind, dedication, stress, and time, synergize. All this is part of your personality. Okay, because win-win situation, if you are able to make a right decision, and if you're your personality plays a very important role here to create a win-win situation, right? Attitude change, the way you talk, the way you manage your work, the way you manage your team, the way you do each and everything, your attitude is reflected. Now all this combination of all this is clearly reflected in your personality. So types of personality, we will be going to certain popular people. So perfectionists are realistic, Consignors is people like Narayana Murthy, helpers who are very concerned, nurturing, sensitive. For example, Mother Teresa. Achievers, you have Sachin Tendulkar, MS Dhoni. They are the people who are, especially even business leaders are there, like Anand Mahindra and all. Then romantics, you have MF Hussain, because he has sensitive feelings and warm and perceptive. And then observers, great economist Amartya Sen, and then people who are, always stand there, who are strong and who take serious decisions, different during certain situations, people like Shabana Azmi. And now we can also talk about Bhavna. Okay, the way she, without any fear, the way, she answered the questions, and the way she portrayed herself. Then adventures, Vijay Mallya is an RI businessman. Then asserters, self-reliant people like TN Session, who is the Chief Election Commissioner. Then, then, so we are not talking about the personality traits. I have how much time left, Sharif? I think 7:34. I have, So I'll quickly take you through the leadership qualities which showcases the personalities, that is courage, self-control, a keen sense of justice, and habit of doing more than being paid for. There are people, they are not bothered, they just want to finish their task, right? Pleasing personality, sympathy and understanding, mastery of details. This is not everybody's cup of tea, mastery of details. People don't go into details. Detailing is something which is very important, right? That is also a very important part of your personality. And then willingness. Willingness to assume full responsibility, being corporate. All this is very well reflected in your personality. And personal qualities. Yes, personal qualities like accurate, adaptable, can work under pressure, being careful, being committed, being competent, being cooperative, being courteous. So these are certain personal qualities which is there, which clearly reflects in your personality, isn't it? Shariyale parayna. Ningal observe cheyidittle, right? Any doubts till now? Any doubts, Amrita?
No, ma'am. It's
Okay.
clear.
Okay. Then I'll quickly take you through interview techniques, which is again very important. So personality traits, yes, definitely whatever you understood from the session, try to build in these things in you. Okay, so that you are able to face the world. And doing MBA means a lot of changes, bringing a lot of changes in you. And personality definitely plays a very important role when you join any MBA course. It plays a very, very important role. Okay, and the way you develop yourself. Okay, because as an MBA student, holistic development is very, very important. And to develop this, you need to bring in a lot of changes in your personality, and which whatever you understood right now, try to eliminate the negatives and try to bring in the positives. Okay, this will definitely help you to improve your personality. As I told you, certain things are there which is not changeable. You cannot change that. But yes, there are things which you definitely can change with your determination. Again, determination is an important aspect of personality, personal quality. Okay, so you can do that. Okay, so when we talk about interview techniques, right now you all will be appearing for various interview processes to get into good colleges. Okay, so when I talk about my institute where I am working, It's ITM Business School, and here the students have to earn their internship also. Okay, we have an exclusive 5 month of internship. Our internship is not summer project where the student is going and doing a project and coming back. It's not like that. Its student is getting a 5 month of work experience. Okay, because the student is working with a company for 5 months. And once, if he or she is doing good, then he or she comes back to third semester with a job in hand. Last year, 18 students, after an internship, they came back with job, and that too in Deloitte. Okay, because they were doing their internship there, they got their jobs also. So here, our students have to earn their internship through interview process. What happens in our institute is, suppose, for example, HDFC is coming for final placements, okay, to pick students as employees, final year students. They also do, interview process for the second year students. They all means both the process goes simultaneously. That is, the process of internship as well as the process of final placement. So, you have to earn your internship. So that's actually improves your, the trades, that. So interview technique is something which is very, very important. And a lot of things are there where we are not bothered about. We take it lightly. Okay, we take it very lightly. And especially when we are doing it online mode, we are not even bothered about our background. Right? What kind of a background we are sitting, whether the proper light is there, or or where we are sitting. Right? It's a small thing, alle. Small thing, alle. But it's a very big thing. But it's a very, very big thing. Right? Yeah, you should be very, very careful what's there in your background before appearing for any process, right? And panel interview, wherein different types, 2-3 individuals will be there from different fields who will be taking your interview. Then face-to-face interview, one person will be taking your interview. Then your stress interview. Stress interview, later on, especially if we talk about it a lot in our institute to marketing students, because marketing students will have to go through the stress interview process. Okay, and I'll give you an example, very interesting example. You are appearing for an interview, and sometimes you are, the recruiter tells you that we will call you after an hour, and they will call you after 3-4 hours. Okay. And that's a part of stress interview. They are checking that what is your temperament, what is your body language. Same behavior showcase face same expression, right? Or sometimes in some organization they do observe from CCTV also. What are you doing? How restless you are, right? Or sometimes they may ask you weird questions. While coming here, how many stairs you climbed? Weird question, right? They want to see that how you are going to answer such questions. You be very calm and quietly. If you are answering such questions that I have not counted, they will understand what kind of a person you are. But if you get angry, that will showcase a different personality of yours, right? Yeah, clear? Okay, so informal interviews are again something, very tricky. They will start with, asking you something related to your hobby, something related to your family, something related to you, and you keep on talking, you forget that this is an interview process happening, right? And that will also lead you to trouble. Okay, so these things you need to be a little careful. And self-confidence, it is reflected. The way you sit, the way you greet, it is clearly visible. to the other person, whether it's on online mode, whether it's on an offline mode. Then interpersonal skills, the way you are interacting. Be honest. If you don't know anything, just tell that you don't know. That's the best way of answering any question. If you don't know, be honest. Nobody is going to mind it. Rather appreciate it. Okay. And then dress. Again, very, very important. The way you dress up. What kind of dress you are wearing, what kind of shirt you are wearing, what kind of a tie you are wearing. Okay. And especially girls, if you are whether you are tying your hair or not, how you are tying your hair. Okay. All this is very, very important during interview process. Yeah. Online learning, we can see you. So don't think that it's an online mode. So I can sit anywhere. I can do it. I can wear anything, and I can, be presentable always. That's what I mean. Be presentable. Then verbal communication. The jargons you use, the pronunciations, the words you use. That is again something very, very important. Okay. So yeah. Behaving rudely, if you don't know answer, the way you react, the way you start showing it on your face, all this is, and this also is something part of even group discussions. When you appear for your interviews, you will have, before your personal interview, you may have a group discussion, right? So during your group discussion, also whispering to the other person, not looking at each other, all this is not right. Look into the other person. I look into each and every person who's a part of group discussion, and then you talk. Okay? Yeah, then your body language, which is very important. Fiddling with jewelry, hair, right? But what does this show? Your confidence level, right? That you are not confident. That's why you are playing with your hair, or you are not bothered, not much interested in what other person is telling you. Rocking your chair, okay, and scratching a lot, clearing your throat too much. That is also not, that also showcases your confidence level. Okay. And playing with your watch, cufflinks, hands in pocket. Very, very wrong thing. Especially in offline mode, when you enter when you enter for a interview process, no hands in pocket. Very, very wrong. Okay. Yawning, looking at your watch repeatedly, blinking a lot, fiddling with your rings, tapping or clicking pens, playing with paper clips, playing with money, picking up fingernails. Okay, all this, smoking, of course, no, nobody is going to do that. That's a very rare cases. But all these things showcases your interest level. It showcases your personality. It showcases, your confidence level. So be very, very, the way your body language plays a very important role during a interview process. Okay. And avoid such body language that is crossed arms, legs, carrying books, your posture, your tapping foot, rocking legs, biting nails, all this, it shows your restlessness. It shows that you are a restless person. I'll give you an example of people. Traffic signal, note as soon as 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, there are people just, they will cross the road. They're not bothered, right? That is also a personality trait wherein they are not bothered about the consequences. Okay, and so that's one of the personality theories actually. We talk about it. And there are people who are they think a lot before taking a decision. Why? Because their personality traits tell them that you should be morally right. You should not be doing anything which is wrong. They're very much careful about their reputation. They will not do anything which harms their reputation. Such people takes longer time to take decision, right and a wrong and a right and a wrong and right, like that. So then that is also a personality trait. Looking aggressive. Okay, so don't do a folded. Don't keep your arms folded. Don't stare at the interviewer. Don't point. Don't pointing and talking, making a face, leaning over someone. All this is not acceptable. This shows that you are a aggressive person. So thank you very much. I'm done with my presentations. So now I'm open for any kind of questions. So I'll be happy to address questions. Yeah.
Ma'am, can
Yeah.
you tell more about the interviews going for attending?
What, Amrita? You are not audible. Can you be one clear? Yeah.
Ma'am, interview, while we are attending an interview for details, can you tell about that?
Yeah, be very, very, and if you're not confident, if you're afraid, just, stand in front of a mirror, do a practice of talking, if hold a pen if you feel that you are feeling, your confidence level is low, nothing wrong in holding a pen or a pencil. Okay, and also, read all the business news, be updated about what is happening in country and internationally, globally, what is happening, and have some analytical skills also, and to answer your any logical questions. So that's all preparation you need. Be very, very confident. Okay, and confidence will only come if you read and if you know things. Automatically, you will be able to answer things, right? So you start reading, you start updating yourself, then that confidence will come. Don't worry about that. Just practice it, or practice with some of your close friends also. Do an interview session with friends. You must be having close friends. Make a group. Take each other's interview. In that manner, you can practice. That's the best way of doing it. Okay. So, and you will also be able to, go through a lot of new things also, new things which is happening. You may not be knowing certain things. Lindsay may not be knowing certain things, but if you both sit together and do it, you share knowledge with each other. Right? Yeah. Fine. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay with the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Amrita.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, any questions? Any more questions? Yeah, Aradhika Murli. You have any question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah, Parnyo. Dhairiyattu Parnyo.
Miss, I'm not hearing you. Can you say once more?
Yeah, Parnyo. Dhairiyattu Parnyo. Any questions you want to ask, you can. Yeah. You can write in chat box, Aradhika, if you're not able to. Yeah, anyone else?